Welcome to Holiday Lanes for the Youth Top 10 Finals in the Senior Boys Division. It's John Thompson Jr. here today with Jjim Johnson, and our final match will be between Chuck Cosner and Donald Lacombe. Don is going to start the match off. This will be an interesting match in that both boys are left-handed.
Don's 15, averages 187. Bowls here in Holiday Lanes and also in First State Lanes.
Doesn't quite make the head pin. 3-pin count for a spurt.
Nice pick up there.
Good spare. Good start. Chuck Cosner was a qualifying leader with a 607 and a 658 series for a combined total of 1265. Don shot 547 and 607 for 1154.
Chuck averaged what, 210?
He certainly did. Chuck needs to bring in the 4-7 here. Switch to a harder shell ball, which is unusual for a left-hander. You don't see too many left-handers switch to a harder shell ball for spares.
Chuck's on game's 258. High series 685. You should know him pretty well, Bryce Lanes.
And Chuck leaves the 4-7 again. Yes, Chuck and I know each other real well. Many a battles on Saturday morning.
There you go.
He's a good kid. He tries real hard. He listens. Excellent spare. I don't know whether he'd admit it or not, but last year he couldn't make that spare. So he's come a long way.
High game for Donald Lacombe is 277. A high series of 712.
I quit.
There you go.
I quit.
There you go.
They're too good for me. Leaves the 5-pin on a light pocket hit.
Lives in Pennsylvania. Goes to Sun Valley. 10th grade. Seems to be a first strike here.
Yeah, 8-pin count.
Forced it up just a little.
It's 37 through 3 for Don. For 2. I need this help from my statistician. He's so far away from me, I can't read the score.
He's just far away.
He keeps me straight. That's Joe Conte from Price Lanes. He's done all the scorekeeping for us. It's been a big help.
Nice spare. Chuck's a senior at Delcastle. In the bowl for 7 years. There's a break.
There's your first strike.
There's a better shot.
That must have loosened him up. That
little break there.
That little break must have loosened him up. There's the first double in the match. Chuck has 38 through 2 with a double working.
And Don's going to have to get something started here.
again. I'm not sure, but from here it looks like he's just pulling his head off the target.
Yeah, that could be it. Gotta keep that head still.
Tough break on that spare. That's 63 through 4 frames for Don. I'd like to thank Don's father, Tom Lacombe, for all the help he's given us. Setting up and coordinating these matches, these final matches for us.
Vice president of Junior Bowlers, huh?
Seven-pin count, light hit.
So you might have to slow down a little bit, get a little anxious.
See a lot of smooth young left-handers coming out of these junior programs now.
Sure do.
Good spare. Maybe just a trifle late with that thumb on the release, Jim.
You can hear him rolling over the thumb hole there.
It's 63 through 4 for Don, working on a spare. Chuck comes on the right side. Wrong side for him, a 9 count. On for the 5-pin, brings it in. Spare in the 5th frame for Chuck. Take a little break from the action and be right back.
On Inside Bowling, I have the youngest star in professional bowling, Pete Weber. Pete, what got you interested in bowling?
Oh, naturally, my father's Dick Weber, and he had a lot to do with that. He owned a bowling alley, and when we got old enough, he'd let us walk in and just go push the ball down the lane, and all the kids took it up for a profession, and now I'm the only one left out here on tour.
Did you bowl when you were a junior? Did you bowl in a junior bowling program?
Yeah, we had a junior bowling program in St. Louis. We had a junior archway tournament that ran like I'd say twice a month, and that was good for experience to match play and everything.
How many years have you been bowling in this tour, in a PBA tour?
This is my 4th year as a PBA member and full-time on tour.
I seen you on TV, so how many times have you won? How many times do you remember, how many titles?
I have 2 titles and 4 second places. I don't like those second places. I'd rather take the first place.
Your dad's like he's one of my fans, right? And you'll get there. And how do you get started into bowling when you?
Started on tour.
Yeah, started on tour.
You just fill out an application, have 3 members in good standing sign the application, send it into the office, and normally they won't turn you down. They'll automatically accept you.
Well, Pete, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much, Dave.
And we'll be right back with more Junior Bowlers Gazette right after this.
Okay, welcome back to Holiday Lanes. Jim J.J. Johnson and John Thompson Jr. Youth Top 10 Division Finals in the Senior Division. Chuck Cosner bowling in the 6th frame. A little wide of the head pin, 7-pin count.
Yeah, Chuck getting a little fast now. He's got to slow back down.
Good spare. 104 through 5 for Chuck with a spare up.
Now he's got to get something started here. Don't want to fall too far behind. A little fast again. Just not quite getting there.
That's 3 straight frames, I believe. He's been late on the pocket.
Gonna bring this in to stay about 20 pins down.
our stepladder finals, senior division, Scott Stewart defeated Mike Franzoni 225 to 130. And Scott Stewart defeated Glenn Zawicki 159 to 147. And Don Lacombe defeated Scott Stewart 185 to 167 to get to the final game against Chuck Cosner. Don seems like he gets a better release on a spare shot.
Yeah, not quite forcing as much on a spare shot. He's more free with the ball.
Would you call that a left-hander strike?
On anybody's. He just ran up to the line, threw it like it. Not a care in the world. Got a break. Doesn't happen every day.
Yes, 124 for Chuck. A strike in the 7th. Looks like a better shot.
Ooh. Middle weak. Trouble. Don't want to do that.
Quick feet, quick feet.
You gotta slow down.
152 through 8 for Chuck Cosner and Don Lacombe.
Yeah, use 2 strikes to get right in this match here. Dude. Very good. Forcing that ball to the head pin again.
Difficult shot, 6, 7, 10. He has to go for it. Grabs one.
He's gonna definitely have to have this, and then hope for a little bit of help from Chuck.
124 through 8 for Don Lacombe. 152 through 8 for Chuck Cosner.
Got a break. Didn't throw that too well, but they went down. Had to start someplace. Chuck Cosner needs 2 marks to shut down the Lacombe out here. That's 1.
That's 2 straight Brooklyn strikes for the left-hander on that lane.
Yes, it is. Mark Carroll shut down out. That's a mark.
That was definitely
That's
a mark.
the best one.
That's the best kind of mark you can get. Seemed like every time Chuck's, well, you might say stole one, he came back with a real strong shot on the next.
That could cost him 200.
6 count on the double.
Good.
It's going to put him at 198 if he should bring this in.
Not a bad game. Huh?
It's a good game.
Sure is. Very good. 187. 197. Huh?
197 for Chuck.
Couldn't read his handwriting.
It's by far the best game he's had in this house lately. He picked a good time to do it.
Sure did.
Don could strike out here for 184.
Looks like Don will be in the 160s. Just couldn't quite get it together.
close out on a big note. Get a big strike for 164. Almost. 163 for Donald Lacombe, 197 for Chuck Cosner in the senior boys division of the youth top 10 finals. For JJ and John Thompson, we'll be right back. Hello, it's John Thompson Jr. here today at Holiday Lanes with Jjim Jjim Johnson. We're in the finals of the youth top 10 senior girls division. Debbie Quesenberry against Michelle Piasecki. Debbie's going to start off the match. Looks like a 5 count, Jim. I can't quite see it.
Yeah, it is. I'm a little nervous, ball might have slipped off her hand there. Looks like a 4 count.
4 count?
Not an easy spare. A lot of wood up there. And she gets it.
All right, good break. Good way to start a match.
Sure is. Debbie was last year's champion in this division.
She was a #1 qualifier this year with a 592 and a 499 for 1091 total series.
Michelle, nice shot. Ooh.
All right, lift a 5-pin on a pocket hit.
Michelle's last year's champion in the junior division. She's now 15, going senior division.
Michelle qualified 4th. Oh, I'll take that back. She tied for 5th and defeated Michelle Cochran 180 to 132. Defeated Amy Larson 170 to 120 and defeated Wendy White 175 to 143 to get into the final match.
She has a high game of 248. Second highest series is 611. And averaging 160 first state lanes. Bowling 8 years.
A 4-pin on a slightly high pocket hit gives Michelle 19 in the first frame. And both these girls, being former champions, should be used to these lights and camera and crowd.
Could help a little bit. Michelle was close, first 2 shots. That's beat.
Okay, good spare.
Important. Debbie 17, also averaging 160 at Brookside. Favorite local bowler is John Thompson Jr.
Nice ball, good shot. Second frame for Debbie.
Says you taught her how to bowl, is that right?
Well, I had a couple years with her. She was always a good listener, a good worker.
Watch out, she'll catch up to you and pass you.
There's quite a few of the young guys and girls that are doing that rapidly. Eight count, 3-6 spare for Debbie.
Looks like she might be having trouble with the ball, holding on to it. Hands might be sweating with the lights.
She's using an LT 48. Pulled that ball past the 3-6 spare.
Didn't give it enough room.
And has 48 in the third frame. An 8 count for Michelle. 5-9 combination to shoot at. Not to change the subject, but I think everybody's favorite local bowler is Jjim Jjim Johnson.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Enemy.
Nah.
I used to be down here once.
Both girls missing spares in the third frame. We have a 48-46 game with Debbie at a 2-pin lead.
Michelle in 10th grade at Padua.
Just a little high that time, left the 4-7. She's been a little high twice and on the left side once, I believe. I think she ought to make an adjustment.
Yeah, I think so.
Good spare, good spare.
Looks like she's using urethane ball, the hammer. Both girls use their fingertip. Good.
A little wide on that shot, left 2-5-8.
Not an easy spare.
It's hard to tell from here. It looks like she's letting her elbow fly around the ball a little too soon.
Your arm's not staying in.
Okay, picks 2 off of it. That's 57 in the 4th frame.
Debbie used a 16-pound bowling ball.
We shoved that one way wide, JJ. Left a 7 count.
Yeah. As you pointed out, her elbow is not staying in. It's not consistent. Spare.
Very nice spare. Okay, we'll take a short break in the action right now, and we'll be right back. Okay, back at Holiday Lanes in the Youth Top 10 Senior Girls Division. Michelle Piasecki just rolled in the 5th frame.
So keep a 5-pin lead with this spare.
The 6 count. It's a pretty tough spare.
Not gonna get there.
Okay, another open frame for Michelle. That gives her 69 in the 5th.
She's been bowling for 8 years. Started young.
And once again, wide with the ball. It's hard to tell whether it's a case of nerves or whether she's really rushing that much.
Nice spare.
Good spare cover. She seemed to take more time on that particular delivery. Debbie up with 57 in the 4th, spare working in a 5th.
Better shot. Nice
Excellent
shot.
ball that time.
Up a little high.
She really needs to work on keeping that elbow back, keep it in the shot.
What's right there? It's bent. It should be. It's bent out.
Chopped the 6 right off the 10. That gives Debbie 105 in the 7th frame.
A real close game. Michelle needs to get something going here. Jersey. That's the third time on that ring.
Okay, Jim, we need a quick bowling lesson here. How these girls going to straighten themselves out and strike out?
We knew. Oh.
Another pick. There.
Seemed to take that ball a little harder that time. I think she might have to do that on her first shot.
Michelle has 96 through 7, and Debbie 105 through 7. And the spare ability seems to have left both girls at the moment. Looks decent.
Oh, bad break. Nice shot.
Wrap 7.
Looks like she tried to move a little right that time.
I think that's the best ball she's thrown this game.
Nice shot.
Bring this spare in and build on that. She still has an excellent chance at pulling this game out.
Got the ball, never got it where she wanted to.
Gives Michelle 105 through 8. Debbie has 105 through 7. Seven-pin count here, the 2-4-5 for Deborah.
Nice spin.
And brings it in this time. Pushed it wide again and washout. 1-2-4-10.
Tough spin.
Gives her 121 in the 8th. To Michelle's 105.
This count seems like it's struggling here.
Picks 2 out. Gives her 129 through 9 frames. This is anybody's game.
Michelle, use a strike right here. That's a Jersey. She get the 5-pin, left and 9.
Okay. A strike would really help Michelle right about now.
She needs 2 strikes here to make Debbie mark.
Run up a little bit high on the head pin, left at 4-7-9. So
One to make this to make Debbie more.
22 in the 9th. She's got to go for it. Not quite enough. Gives Michelle 131.
Debbie will need 3 pins with 2 shots to win it. Back-to-back years.
In no tournament does that happen very often.
You're right. That's 3 pins.
Wrap 7-pin, but that's the 3 she needed.
Yep.
It's probably a comfortable feeling to go into the 10th frame and know you don't have to make a spare to win anything.
Yes. Debbie will be in the 140s. Show 131. There's that expert coaching, John Thompson Jr. here.
I will take no credit for this. She did it all on her own. Once you get out on the lanes, you're all on your own.
That's true. No way to turn out there.
Right, Debbie finishes with a 148 to Michelle's 131. Repeat champion in the senior girls division, Jjim Johnson, and I will be back shortly with more exciting action.
This week on Inside Bowling, I'm here with another pro bowler named Sam Zurich. And Sam, what got you interested in bowling?
Well, I've been bowling for over 15 years. I started working in a bowling center when I was 13 years old, and out of that evolved a love for the game that's been with me for 15 years now.
And did you ever bowl when you were a junior in junior bowling program?
Yes, I did. I bowled in a junior program for only 1 or 2 years, and then I got interested in a major league right away when I was 16 years old. And that got me out of the juniors right there.
Do you remember what your average was when your last year in the junior program?
My last year in the junior program, my average was, I believe it was about a 198, and that's when I was 14 or 15 years old.
Like, let's say if it was me wanting to come into a tournament like this, a PBA tour, how would you get into it? How do you get started?
Well, first off, you'd have to have an established average of 190 for 2 years in succession, and after that you'd have to get a couple notes from your prominent businessmen in your community stating that you have a good attitude toward the game and you're a competitive player, and after that you have to send your entry, all your papers into the PBA, and then after that, once you get verified and accepted, you have to go to a PBA school.
This year you won some kind of a sportsmanship award. You know, I'd like to congratulate on that, but can you tell me what it was about?
Sure. It's called the Steve Nagy Sportsmanship Award. It was dedicated after the late, great Steve Nagy, who was a great professional bowler, and he was a great competitor in the sense of sportsmanship. That's why they named it after him. It's an award that exemplifies good sportsmanship on and off the lanes out of all the touring players, and the good part about the award is it's voted by the touring players, so it really means a lot, and it's a very big honor for myself to get that award.
Well, congratulations on that, and thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Dave.
And that'll be all for this week on Inside Bowling. We'll be back after this with more Bowlers Gazette.